Hi everyone, my name is 𝗵𝗏 studying 2nd BPC in TTWREIS Boys Nagiredi from Medak region. Before entering to the topic, I can ask 3 questions. So let's start. So, who play important role in our country? Yeah, exactly. Prime Minister can play important role in our country. Then who play important role in our schools? Yeah. Principal can play important role in our schools. Then who play key role in our body? Exactly. What is that? Heart. So today our topic name is structure and function of the heart. Before the entering into the topic, we know why we have to learn about the heart, because students have to get knowledge about the heart, and students have to get skills to protect the heart, and students are able to know the importance of the nodal tissue. Then we have to know about the 5 phylums. They are fishes, amphibians, mammals, aves and reptiles. So in fishes it is about 2-chamber heart and single circulation. Single circulation is nothing but the blood which can touch the heart only one time is called single circulation. Then now we learn about the amphibians. So in amphibians it is about 3-chamber heart and it is about incomplete double circulation. In reptiles also it is about 3 incomplete chamber heart and incomplete double circulation. In mammals and aves it is about 4 complete chamber, 2 atria and 2 ventricles, and it is about complete double circulation. So now we discuss about the origin. So our heart is derived from the mesodermal origin. From where? Mesodermal origin. So we know what is mesodermal origin. When the ovum and the sperm together fertile form the zygote. So after the formation of zygote, this undergoes the cleavage. So this cleavage undergoes the multiple of the divisions. After multiple of the divisions, it can divide 3 layers. What are they? Ecto, endo, meso. From the mesodermal origin, our heart is derived. So friends, our heart is located at the mediastinum between the 2 lungs, slightly left side. Exactly here our heart is located. Then we learn what is the shape of the heart. So heart is about cone shape. Example, ice cream is the cone shape. Then what is the size of the heart? Heart is about clenched fist size. Clenched fist size is nothing but 5 fingers hold together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fingers hold together. It is called clenched fist. Your heart is your clenched fist size. So friends, our heart is covered by double layer called pericardial layer. What is that? Pericardial layer. So inside the pericardial layer there are 2 layers consist. Innermost layer is called perinatal layer and outer layer is called vascular layer. Between this perinatal layer and vascular layer a fluid is present. So what is that fluid? Yeah, cardiac fluid. The use of cardiac fluid is it can allow the movement of the heart and it can reduce the friction of the heart. Then we discuss about the internal structure of the heart. Human heart consists of 4 chambers. 2 upper chambers are called, now we see here live heart. So 2 upper chambers are called atria and 2 lower chambers are called ventricles. So these atria are smaller than the ventricles and these ventricles are the larger than the atria. So these atria and these ventricles are separated by a septum. It is called interatrioventricular septum. What is that? Interatrioventricular septum. So now we learn about the atria. Atria are the smaller chambers which can present below the ventricles, and these atria are also called blood receiving chamber. So precaval vein receives blood from the upper body parts like head, neck, hands, and postcaval vein receives blood from the lower body parts like legs. The received blood by precaval vein and postcaval vein, it is stored at the right atrium. Which blood is stored? Impure blood. Friends, here impure blood is indicated by blue color and it contains CO2. So the received blood by right atrium, it pumps to the right ventricle by the contraction. Between the right ventricle and right atria, a valve is present. Valve is nothing but it can prevent backflow of the blood. So in between the atria and ventricle, the valve is semi-lunar valve. What is that? Semi-lunar valve. Semi means half, lunar means moon. So it is about half moon shape. So the received blood by right ventricle, it can pumps to the pulmonary arches, and the pulmonary arches supplies the blood to the two lungs. In lungs, oxygen will be presented. So this oxygen and the impure blood react together and form pure blood, nothing but oxygenated blood. So oxygenated blood contains oxygen. So the purified blood receives by left atria and it can pumps to the left ventricle. So here left ventricle pump the blood to the aortic arches, and this aortic arches can supply the blood pump for the various body parts. Now we discuss about the in fetus a septum present a pore. This pore is called foramen ovale. Generally this pore is closed at the when the lungs are begin the functioning, but if the pore is not closed, it is called patient foramen ovale. Now we discuss about the tricuspid and bicuspid valves. So tricuspid and bicuspid valve are nothing but, valve is nothing but it can prevent the backflow of the blood. Yeah. So tricuspid is nothing but three cup-like structure, and bicuspid is nothing but two cup-like structure. And tricuspid valve prevent the backflow of the impure blood, and bicuspid prevent the backflow of the oxygenated blood. Then we learn about the ventricles. These ventricles are the larger chamber than the atria, and here the left atrium is thick and larger than the right, and inside of the ventricles are long structures are arises. These structures are called columnar corneae. Some structures are long and conied, so these are called papillary muscles. These papillary muscles are also called heart strings. So these heart strings are connected to tricuspid and bicuspid valves. So friends, now we discuss about the nodal tissue. Nodal tissue is nothing but a special cardiac muscular structure is called nodal tissue. In nodal tissue, there are two types. What are they? Sinoatrial node and atrioventricular node. So sinoatrial node, it is present at the upper side of the right ventricle at the corner, and atrioventricular node, it is present lower side of the right ventricle at the corner. Inside of the ventricles arises or arranged the bundles like structure. These are called his bundles. So now we discuss about the aortic arches. There are two types of arches. There are pulmonary arches and aorta. So pulmonary arches arise from the right ventricle and it carries deoxygenated blood. In deoxygenated blood, CO2 is present, and systemic arc can carries pure blood. Pure blood is nothing but oxygenated blood, and it is arise from the left ventricle. Now we learn about the cardiac cycle. So cardiac cycle is nothing but it's the event occurs at the beginning of the heartbeat to the next beginning of the heartbeat. Between this space is called cardiac cycle. What is that? Cardiac cycle. So cardiac cycle duration is about 0.8 seconds. What is that? 0.8 seconds. These are three phases. They are atrial systole, ventricular systole and giant diastole. Atrial systole is nothing but when the SAN means sino-atria node. It can generate the action potential to the atria. Both atria can stimulate once and they contract the blood to the right ventricle. The received blood by ventricle, now it is filled with the blood and now atria are rest. So when the ventricles are receive pure blood and the first sound, what is that? 𝗪𝗏 came. And now we discuss about the giant diastole. Giant diastole is nothing but when the ventricles are relaxed and the ventricular pressure is causing to closer seminal wall prevent the backflow of the blood. So now we have to learn about the cardiac output. Cardiac output is nothing but the volume of blood pumped from out of the ventricles is called cardiac output. So cardiac output is equals to stroke volume into number of the heartbeat. So for example, cardiac output is equals to 70 ml into 70 ml of the blood into 70 seconds of the heartbeat is equals to 5040 ml. So 5040 ml is nothing but 5 liters. So 5 liters of the blood pumped out of the ventricles. Now we discuss about the double circulation. Double circulation is nothing but when the blood touches the heart twice through pulmonary arches and systemic arches. So it is called double circulation. So now we see live heart here. So here two upper chambers are called atria and two lower chambers are called ventricles. These atria are smaller than the ventricles. We clearly see here these are the smaller than the ventricles. Here ventricles are the larger chamber than the atria, and these atria and ventricle are separated by a septum. Okay, this septum is called coronary sulcus. And friends, here we can see it is the aorta. What is it? Aorta. So it can carry which blood? Purified blood. Purified blood is indicated by red color. And we here see the pulmonary veins. It can carry and gives the blood to the left ventricle. So friends, now we discuss about when in our grandparents parents were lived, they have lived about 80 to 100 years, but nowadays we are living about 50 to 60 years. So here my question is, why we are living 50 to 60 years and why they are lived about 80 to 100 years? Because of the pollution. Yeah, we are taking polluted food and polluted air. So polluted air is nothing but the chemicals can add in the air, and because of these reasons nowadays we are occurring the heartbeats, heart arrest and heart attacks. So irrespective of the age. So these are occurring due to irrespective of the age. So for this we have to protect our heart and we have to know about the greatness of the heart. So with this I conclude my topic, and I thank our secretary sir Navin Nicholas sir garu, and I thank our RCO sir Sampath Kumar sir garu and our principal Amar Singh sir garu, and specially I thank to Kishan Jawan sir garu and my mental teacher Botany Mahendra sir garu. Thank you.